It has been about a month since Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 came to the PS5, and I've just been having such a blast with these two games. I am loving the fact that these old games have been revived and basically have no hackers on them, and that the games are basically just playable now. Because not only are they fun, but I also really just like to see the more modern side of Call of Duty, the fans that joined after Modern Warfare 2019. I like to just see their reactions to it too, and just introduce them to this game as well, because these two games are honestly just really fun. They're very revolutionary staples to the Call of Duty franchise. The games themselves have aged pretty well, but the ports of the games themselves onto the PS5 and the PS4, the ports have been honestly kind of underwhelming. There's a lot of features and decisions that have been made for it that me and a few other people in the Call of Duty community have not really been too happy with. So I kind of just want to make a video talking about it and what could have been done better, because I've seen a lot of people theorizing that if Modern Warfare 4 fails, they might port the original Modern Warfare 2, and I would honestly really like that because I fucking love that Call of Duty. So if they do another port, I would like certain things to be changed about it. The first problem that I've had with these ports is first the price tag. Black Ops 1 is 16 years old, and Black Ops 2 is 14 years old. I don't know why these games are still $40. This isn't really a PlayStation issue only either, because the Steam versions of these games, the original Steam versions of these games are also still full price, which is just absolutely insane. They'll sometimes go on sale for really good, but the fact that you even have to wait for a sale to get a reasonable price on an old ass game is just kind of weird. But yeah, talking about the PlayStation versions of these games, the fact that they're still $40 is a bit crazy. Thankfully, with PS Plus, you're able to get these games off for half sale, which is basically what everyone on the games is going to be doing, because you can't play the game online. But $40 for a decade and a half old games is it's just absurd. Also, the DLC not being a part of the game itself, you have to buy another expansion pack just to get all the DLC, is that's also just pretty weird. I get that these ports are technically just cash grabs, but still. It doesn't mean I have to just automatically say that it's okay, I'd say at the very most these games should have just been $20, just because that you can still get a profit from it, and also it's more reasonable for these old ass games. Another problem I really have with these games is kind of the server matchmaking. They still kind of run they're on different servers than the Xbox 360 and the PS3 servers, but they still basically run the same hardware and matchmaking systems that they were in back in the day. So they're pretty outdated and very buggy. There's in Black Ops 1 specifically, there's this problem where randomly the party, the lobby, or as the game refers to it as the party, will just close randomly for basically no good reason. Your connection could be perfectly fine. Everyone else's connection could be perfectly fine, the host of the game could be perfectly fine, and randomly the party will just close for no reason. And it just kind of gets really infuriating, because sometimes you'll get a good map in the rotation, you'll be oh yeah, hell yeah, and then it just closes, and it's pretty annoying. There's also an issue sometimes where people will randomly just leave the lobbies for no reason. I have no idea if this is just a player decision, the players doing it themselves, or it's just the lobby kicking them out by accident. But there's so many times in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, both the games, that some map will come in the rotation, everyone votes for the map, and as soon as it gets into rotation, half the lobby just leaves, and it causes it just to completely reset the countdown to starting the game, so that way it takes so long to play where people just leave, so they want to find a lobby where they can actually play the game. In Black Ops 1 specifically, also, if a game is about to start and and someone leaves while it's happening, the timer just completely resets. And it's really annoying, because sometimes multiple people will leave while it's actively counting down, and the counter will just reset over and over, and it gets really infuriating, because it's dude, stop fucking leaving, I'm trying to play the game. I am not an expert on how these servers work, so I could be wrong about a few of these things, but one thing that I am sure about is that these servers are pretty outdated, and a lot of the way that the players connect to it and how game starts pretty old, so it's having a lot of issues going down to more modern systems. Now, Activision did not actually do these ports. The studio that made these ports is called Iron Galaxy Studios. I don't know much about them, but in terms of stuff that they actually did, I feel they were a bit lazy when it came to porting these games, because it just felt just emulating them for the PS5 and then just kind of calling it a day. Because there's been a lot of because I said before that there's not many hackers on this game, but there has been a few, the infamous C isn't sharp guy who will prestige you past the actual limit of the prestige you can go in Black Ops 2, and it just completely stops you from playing the game. So you have to either reset your stats, or contact Activision to reset your stats, so that way you can actually play the game again. So that was pretty annoying. There's also been like a few smaller hacking incidents. Me personally, I haven't run into hackers on both of these games like at all. This could be different between the two different versions because I don't play on PS5 because I don't own one, so I'm playing on PS4. So maybe there's a difference between the PS4 and the PS5 like thing, which is I don't know how that would work because the PS5 is the newest like console, so I don't know why their version would be more buggier. But yeah, I haven't run into hackers, but like there have been like a lot of weird incidents. Like for example, like when these ports first came out, there was like this glitch on Black Ops 1 where if you like semtext yourself in like a domination lobby, you'd be able to rank up like crazy fast for some reason. And like a lot of people did that just so they didn't have to like, you know, grind for everything again. And it kind of ruined the flow of domination for a bit to the point where they literally disabled it so that way they could fix that bug. There also have not been really like that much like quality of life additions. Like I get this is an old game, they kind of want to like leave it alone for a bit, but like they added like both like how like times have like advanced. There could have been like some better things added to it, like for example, they removed some features, but instead of really adding anything back, they kind of just like they kept it the same for a while. Like for example, in Black Ops 2, theater mode is no longer in the port, which is fine because in like the original version of Black Ops 2, the theater mode is actually how everyone got those like mods and all the hacks and whatnot. It was literally through theater mode. So it is a good thing that that's gone, but like I don't know, if you're gonna remove like a feature from the game from these ports, I feel like you should at least add like some more like modern day features as much as you can, but they really haven't done that. They added the ability to hide like player emblems and whatnot, but I really only felt like they did that just because, you know, they had to, because, you know, with the amount of like crazy things that like and crazy and like offensive things you could make with those emblems, I feel like they just did that more to kind of like just have like just to make the game feel more positive for people that are coming into it. But yeah, everything just kind of like stayed the same. You know, like you still got the console FOV, you still got like the very low refresh rate, you still got the old resolution and stuff. And while I'm glad that the mic quality is still the same as it used to be, if you're gonna port games and have them still be full price, I feel like you should probably at least get update some outdated features like the low quality game chat and all this other stuff, so that way it's more justifiable to have that price. But the fact that they didn't, like, I don't know, just doesn't entirely survive me. I like hearing the old quality, like the really shitty quality mics, just because it like makes me really nostalgic back to the Xbox 360 days. But it definitely could have been a bit more up to date with the current consoles. There's also been like a few hit registering issues. I've noticed it way more on Black Ops 1, but it also happens in Black Ops 2. So sometimes when you shoot at a dude, sometimes not all the shots will register, or like sometimes the shots will register pretty late. Like I've had a few times where like where like a dude's like behind me, and then I'll shoot at him, and like a few of the bullets won't hit, and then by the time he turns around, he has like more than enough time to actually kill me before I can kill him. So that's pretty annoying. I read somewhere that that the older games like these two like the matches ran on 20 hertz, so that's why some like the hit registering can be pretty weird. I don't know how true that is, but that would explain why like the hit registration is a bit weird, because, you know, like newer consoles aren't really built for 20 hertz. But yeah, that's basically my problems with like these ports, that they're just kind of like, in terms of actually reviewing like what they did new for the games, they didn't really do much, and they also kind of left a whole bunch of issues. Like the fact that a hacker was still able to kind of just completely ruin the experience for people on like these new $40 like versions of the games is it's just not okay. It's like just another like it's just a sign that they could have done way better. And I don't think the studio is exactly like a bad studio for like their decisions on here. I just don't think they really depending on what they do, I just don't think they really understood what the games were. So hopefully, if they do another port in the future, they fix some of these problems and they learn how to port them better. But honestly, I'm still gonna be playing these ports until people get tired of them and leave, because honestly, Black Ops 1 and 2 are just really good games. Like, they're so fun to play. And I'm just so glad that these new games have just been revived and brought back from the dead. Some of these games still technically live on like fan-made clients like Plutonium and whatnot, but like not many people know about those clients, because, you know, you have to have a PC to play on them. And also sometimes people on those clients can be like really try-hardy, and it's just not fun to play against. All I can say is I'm just really thankful these games have been revived again, and I just hope next time if they do another one that they just do it better. Like, they just have a better like plan of what to do. They fix a lot of issues. They completely stop hackers from going into the games and whatnot. And yeah, that's basically it. Let me know your guys' opinions on the ports and how they did in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.